Welcome to my desk, collecting plastic to be recycled, all the signs of busyness, something for us to look in over this coming weekend. It's an interesting story, it's one of my favourites actually, and a timer and cosy. This reminds me when I was 8 years old and I was in a boarding school, and I was in a dormitory called Greyburn. Everything was painted grey, and I was just going to sleep on my first night and snuggled underneath my lovely warm blanket. And then I was petrified by a noise I'd never heard before. Gradually, over time, that noise came to be normal, and in my imagination I could conjure up all kinds of things going on. Time changed something that absolutely petrified me into something that actually was quite soothing and almost part of the family. And the noise I was talking about are the foghorn that used to be on Steephome and Flathome out in the Bristol Channel. Here at Portland we used to hear the foghorn. It's been decommissioned now. It was used occasionally and isn't used at all now. A particular noise, a great deep hoot and then a kind of groan at the end. What it came to mean was two friendly, enormous giants out in the sea calling to each other, a kind of exchange, a kind of banter. But when I first heard it, it was absolutely petrifying. I'd never ever heard a noise like that before, and I was scared out of my wits, even more so because everyone else around me was fast asleep and didn't seem bothered by that noise. So it is with life. We can get thrown things that seem to knock us completely off our perch, but as we go on, we get used to them, we grow around them. The speed of traffic, all sorts of things that are quite customary now. Used to be horrific to see cars go by at such high speed. We've conditioned ourselves and we're evolving all the time. And of course the COVID thing is just another challenge. So Christmas is going to be different, but different is what we do now, isn't it? And there's been some really good news lately. Regardless of your politics, when you've got a president who's been a source of hate and fake, it's good news that he's going to be moving on. When you've got a whole lot of people exploring vaccines of one form or another, it's good news that a crop of those are coming to the fore. So all around us we've got a lot of good news. Jesus told this story. It's from Matthew 25:31 to the end. I won't read it all, but he said basically I'm going to sort people out, rather like a shepherd, between goats and sheep. Very important because of course sheep will only graze grass, goats will eat just about anything. Sheep are a bit like a lawnmower, goats are a bit like a strimmer. So separating them out was necessary in terms of their diet and for all kinds of reasons. And he said, I'm going to put one lot of you in one pen on my left side, another lot of you on my right pen. I'm going to separate the sheep from the goats. And the sheep, you'll say, yeah, you're going to be blessed, and the goats, I'm afraid, you're going to go out and do a bit more strimming. He was sorting out at the end of life, as it were, who has done good and needs to be rewarded and who has failed and wasted their lives. And first of all, people came up and said, well, we've done fantastic things. We've healed in your name. We've preached in your name. We've done all kinds of things. And he said, when I was sick, did you take care of me? When I was in prison, did you visit me? So you said, Lord, Lord, we did all these things, but actually, did you? And the others said, well, gosh, you've chosen us to be blessed in with the sheep, as it were. What did we do? And he said, actually, when I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. It wasn't a self-conscious do-gooding operation. It was just completely natural, so natural that the people concerned didn't even realise they'd done something good. It's a fantastic passage because it says that it's what we do. The most powerful sermons are those that don't use words. It's what our actions are that really count. We can claim all kinds of things. Actually, time will tell whether we're being true to our word or not. And some of the best, most gracious acts are so natural, they're unself-conscious. God the Father, help us to hear the call of you, Christ the King, and to follow in your service, for your kingdom has no end, and you reign with all, now and ever. Amen.